students, welcome to the next module. In this module, we will be covering the modern periodic table. Now this, you already are aware of the layout of the modern periodic table, wherein it was said that in the modern periodic table, there are total of 7 periods, which are numbered from number 1 up till number 7. But if we talk about groups, there are rather 2 ways to number the groups. The first method follows the traditional method which was given by Mendeleev, according to which the groups, they are labeled from Roman numeral 1 up till Roman numeral 8, wherein group number 7 up till group number 7 were further classified into subgroup A and subgroup B. From here on, you will understand that all the taller columns, they are labeled as A, and the shorter columns, they are labeled as B. So if we start numbering, the column which is present on the extreme left hand side is the first column. Since it's a taller one, it is called as 1A, followed by 2A. After the left hand side, you will find the taller columns on the right hand side. So after 2, 3A group will lie on the right hand side, followed by 4A, 5A, 6A and 7A. Finally, we have a group which is called as a 0 group. It was said that if taller columns are A, then the shorter columns are B subcolumns. Fine. So after the number 2 comes the number 3. So we will label the first shorter column as 3B, followed by 4B, 5B, 6B and 7B. And before the number 3 lies the number 2. So it's 2B followed by 1B. Now over here, you will realize that there are 3 groups which are not labeled yet. These 3 groups together, they are called as the 8th group as per the Mendeleev's law. The second method of numbering the columns are quite simple. The groups, they are labeled from number 1 up till the number 18. So this was just about the labeling the periods and the groups. Hence on, we are also going to fill the elements. Now in modern periodic table, the elements, they are arranged in the increasing order of the atomic number. So let us now put the atomic number from number 1 up till 116 in each block. We start with atomic number 1 and atomic number 2. These 2 elements will lie in the first period, as you can see. You will notice that the second period, it has places for 8 elements. So we are going to fill the next 8 elements. So after the atomic number 2 comes atomic number 3, followed by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So it includes total of 8 elements. Like the second period, even the third period has place for 8 elements. So if I count after 10, the next element will be 11, going up till 8 elements. So it includes element with atomic number 18. The fourth period, you will realize, and if you can count, you will realize that there is place for 18 elements. So the fourth period will include total of 18 elements. After atomic number 18, that is 19, up till atomic number 36. Like the fourth, even fifth period has place for 18 elements. So after 36 comes 37, up till atomic number 54. Even the sixth period, you will notice over here, has places for 18 elements. But look over here, it includes element from atomic number 55 up till atomic number 86. Now if I count the total number of elements in the sixth period, the number comes down to 32. But the sixth period has place for only 18 elements. Where are we going to accommodate the next 14 elements? It so happens that the 14 elements from atomic number 58 to 71, they are called as lanthanides. And these elements, they are placed along with lanthanum in the same group number 3 in the period number 6. Because of very close resemblance in properties. But if I place these 14 elements in the 6th period, it will disturb the whole arrangement of the table. For that reason, these 14 elements, they are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. Like the 6th period, even the 7th period here accommodates 30 elements, but it has place for only 18 elements. Because same thing happens over here. Element from 89 to 103 together, they are called as actinides. The 14 elements from atomic number 90 to 103 are actinides, and they are placed along with actinium in the same group number 3 and the period number 7 because of very close resemblance in property. But since it can disturb the arrangement of the table, these 14 elements, they are placed at the bottom. So up till now, we were filling the element according to their atomic number. Let us know and fill the elements. Let's place the first 18 element from hydrogen to argon. That is, in a way, we are covering the elements of first 3 period. Element with atomic number 1 is, of course, hydrogen. So 2 is for helium. 3 will be lithium, 4 is beryllium. 5 will be boron, 6 is carbon, 7 nitrogen, 8 oxygen, 9 fluorine and finally 10 neon. Followed by 11th, which is sodium, 12 is magnesium, 13 comes from aluminium, 14 will be silicon, 15 phosphorus, 16 sulfur, 17 chlorine and finally 18 argon. So if up till now we filled the element of 3 periods, we are also going to fill the elements of the 4 groups. Not all the groups, but just only 4 groups, that is first 2 and the last 2. So we are over here going to fill group number 1A, 2A, group number 7A and finally the 0 group. In group number 1A, we already have element hydrogen, lithium, sodium. So followed by potassium, rubidium, cesium and finally francium. In group number 2, we already have element beryllium, magnesium. So then comes calcium followed by strontium, then is barium and finally radium. So this was the first 2 groups. Following for the last 2 groups, group number 7A, which is fluorine, chlorine followed by bromine, then comes iodine and finally astatine. In the 0 group, we have element helium, neon, argon. So then comes element krypton followed by xenon and finally radon. Now if we talk about element in the 6th and the 7th period, the 15 elements, that is from 57 to 71, they are called as lanthanides since they are coming after lanthanium. So the 14 element post lanthanium, they are arranged at the bottom of the periodic table in the form of a series, and that series is called as a lanthanide series. This lanthanide series, which includes total of 14 elements, it starts from element with atomic number 58 up till atomic number 71, wherein atomic number 58 is cerium and 71 will be for lutetium. Likewise, in the 7th period, we again have element from 89 to 103, where 89 is for actinium. The 14 element post-actinium, they are arranged at the bottom of the periodic table in the form of a series, and this series over here, it is called as a actinide series. And the actinide series, it starts from the atomic number 90 to 103, wherein 90 is for thorium and 103 is for lawrencium. So if this was about filling up of the elements, you are also to be aware about the various names of the periods and the groups. In this module, we are just covering the common name of the periods. You will notice over here that the very first period, it has only 2 elements. Since the first period contains only 2 elements, so it is called as the shortest period. The second and the third period, we counted, includes total of 8 elements. So second and third period, which contain 8 elements each, it is called as the shortest period. The fourth and the fifth period, which includes total of 18 elements each, both of which they are called as long periods. Now the sixth period, it consists of 18 elements in the period itself and the next 14 elements which are placed at the bottom, all of which are to be included in the sixth period. So if you do the counting, that is 18 plus 42 lanthanides, which is equals to 32 elements. Owing to the presence of 32 elements, the sixth period, it is called as the longest period. And the last period, that is seventh period, since it is not complete, it is called as the incomplete period. So that's it about the common name for the periods.